that allows them to get aggressive, anything that allows them to shut down enemy lanes and be a contributing factor. We've even seen the Ashe. Ashe was planted in mid, chucking out arrows all over the show, allowing the rest of his team to look as good as they did. So we could, if this is going to be the Orianna, potentially flex into the bot lane. We have seen teams be quite keen for that. But I would love to see, if it is going to be a control mage, have that punish with some aggression on the opposite side.
Yeah, just to add one more thing, when Ellie was winning the world championship in that other MOBA with Team Flash actually, he was in the bot lane playing the ADC, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he's capable of, laying down the fire with an Ashe, although she is ice. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. And honestly, I'm really just waiting with bated breath to see what they pick for Ellie. I don't think that the Kai'Sa is for him quite yet, but we'll find out.
Oh, Alistar. Is this a first?
Yeah. No. I mean, this is a Glory D special. This is his second most played.
Yeah.
I think he's like one of the only people that really runs it in this competition when you've got the likes of the Galio, the Braum, the Rakan, and so on and so forth. He thinks, you know what? Alistar looks good here. I'll be the engaged target. I'll be the knock-up, and I'll be the CC bot to follow things through with. And yeah, they've usually paired that with something like a Kai'Sa, sometimes the Orianna. And we can see that matchup obviously here today. But I guess this focus is all now coming to a head. The final pick here on red side for Team Flash. It's going to be the mid lane. It's going to be the Aurelion Sol again. Let's go!
Let's do it. I do want to see Ellie on that. And yeah, Skimmy, you and I were talking about, you mentioned to me, yeah, I mean, obviously, Glory D loves it, that Alistar. Honestly, I'm surprised to see Alistar fall off so hard here. I think that Alistar could be very impactful in this game, and I'm just looking forward to see what Team Flash can bring.
Yeah, I mean the Alistar and the Kai'Sa. That's pretty much like the the El Clasico of the Dragon Lane. And I'm actually surprised that it might have taken this long. Of course, there are like other champions that have different kits and all. But I think there's merit to this. And Aurelion Sol, of course, that's signature pick coming in for Ellie. It seems like Team Flash means business over here. But Team Secret, we're gonna see if they can pop off, and it's gonna come down to Tatsuri, of course, in the mid lane. We're gonna see how this match plays up. Team Secret versus Team Flash. Casters, you guys are up.
Welcome to the Evo Como Club. It's Contra as well as Omo.
That's right.
Casting your match here, and this is something that I've been looking forward for. It's Team Secret versus Team Flash, and we've got some interesting draft going on. And this is a lifeline match for Team Flash as well. They need to win games, and Team Secret definitely needs to solidify themselves in the Group B.
Yeah, this match is such a big deal because neither of these teams are safe yet. Team Secret, they're fighting to secure the spot like you mentioned, and Team Flash, they need to claw their way into the top 4. We're just gonna see some pretty exciting mid lane farm sharing to start things off. But yeah, Aurelion Sol once again for Ellie, the Lucian for Tatsuri. I expect to see a pretty exciting mid lane matchup.
And we start off on a really good note here, and just looking at how Azar has been able to also juggle pressure, and somehow both of them are heading down bottom, and that definitely calls for a lane rotation coming out of both Team Secret as well as Flash.
Yeah, I actually didn't notice this, but Flash is actually trying to go for a lane swap. Team Secret responding very well by having their solo laners share mid EXP, using that timing that much easier for them to rotate back down and find the matchups that they want afterwards. Of course, I do want to point out that Tatsuri trading so well on Ellie here in the mid lane.
Yeah, and generally as a Lucian up in the mid lane, you will have a little bit of an advantage over Aurelion Sol, where you could just poke him free.
Yeah, look at that, just dash in.
Yeah, and what could Ellie do about that, right? Like, if he goes up, get some farm, probably if he does have the stun available, maybe he could just do a little bit of trading done. But that's just about it.
Yeah, that's the best thing he can do, and let's take a look at the standings really quickly. I don't think any of us really expected. Like, I was high in the Blue Realm hype train, but I still didn't expect them to come in with 4 2-0s, sitting at 12 points, so far ahead of the pack. I think this is a very impressive performance of them. Joyce, he spots him out.
Oh, Pam is now in an awkward position. He will be having his health being chunked out. Forces a flash out. Joyce getting what he needs, although he didn't get the kill. And with so much vision warping spotted out, it's Tatsuri now popped in with the blast cone, and that stun does not connect.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. I think Glory D had to flash a bit earlier there, but now Shy's in trouble.
Oh man, we're seeing Flashity all over the place with Team Flash playing here, and I don't know what to make of it, because this doesn't seem like it's a clear-cut answer coming from either Team Secret or even Team Flash.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough game for both of these teams, just based on the draft alone. We see Team Secret is starting off aggressive, though.
forcing Joyce to back away. This blue buff is Team Secret to take while they have the taunt on top of Glory. They will hunt out for that first blood as they Scourge is Alistair out, but Glory will be taken out for first blood. It's a 1-for-1 with Flash joining right in. A flash from Ellie as well pushes them back with his ultimate, and that's where they get a catch onto James.
And that is what we like to see from Team Flash, the aggressiveness, finding these aggressive plays early on, all off the back of Joyce with his aggressive counter jungling. I think if you look at the timestamps, he did not leave Team Secret's topside jungle here for close to a minute. It gave Ellie time to really find timings to shove the wave, rotate in, and Aurelion Sol, we know what he does so well. He finds the angles to roam. Look at this, Shy's just taken down. It's pretty cookie cutter. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Just using the Vi ultimate. Team Secret, they're finding trades back on the other side of the map, and that's huge because earlier today, we talked about Azar. We talked about how he's been underperforming and he needs to find his confidence, find his zone to get into. Seems like he's doing so once again on this Riven.
And that's really important as we look at the standings. Team Secret is still not really in the clear just about yet. If they could, of course, advance higher in the Group B, that would be the best scenario. But Shy spots a little bit of danger coming in from Team Secret. Just negate that quickly.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to get out of dodge there. I think Team Secret, they want to find the 2v2s again. They want to find the ideal lane setups. I don't think they want to be in a situation where Flash are just lane swapping on them, and they're exactly trying to do just that. We do see a nice timing for the 4-minute rotation. Everyone's just going to come to the mid lane. They're going to come in, get some push in, and they want to contest the objectives right off.
That's right, and other than Azar, we also spoke about Chewy when he was going on that Xayah earlier today. They looked like it was the best sort of option on the table in terms of execution. So now going on that Orianna at least gives him a little bit more stability in lane, already having that Luden's echo up, and now they contest for that Herald.
Luden's is going to be a very good timing here for him. Of course, Tatsuri buying crit items does not have his item just yet, but let's look at the setup. It looks like Team Flash want to fight.
Team Flash there on the ready, but
Oh,
that
nice.
Herald will still go over the hands of Team Secret. Them being pushed right back. Gordon tries to hold a line as much as he can, but good pulverize to stop Team Secret from proceeding even further.
Yeah, indeed. And we do look at the other side of the map. Dialing, he's going to be farming up a Storm there. He's pretty happy being left alone, getting turret plates, getting gold. I think it's a bit of a trade-off here, but if you lose the mid lane turret, that is definitely not worth it for Team Flash.
It's going to hurt them a whole lot, and with the rest of Team Flash pretty much spread apart, they still managed to go in for a little bit of trade, at least opening up the bottom lane here. And I think that it favors Team Secret so much so that they could possibly get more of those Vision What set up later on and take better control over the river.
Yeah, the main thing right now is you see gold being funneled onto Dialing, but on the other side of the map, Team Secret, they trade for control. Control of the map is so very important, especially when you're playing against a team comp that has Aurelion Sol. He wants to have timings to be able to move around, find avenues to gank and whatnot, but he can't do so if you're taking over the map. And let's take a quick look at the gold count right now. Team Secret is a little bit ahead, but a lot of that gold is in the pockets of Azar, so we need to really pop off here on this Riven. Conversely, on the side of Team Flash, look at Dialing. He's sitting at the highest gold count in the game, and that's because of that Herald rotation. Because he didn't move up while Chewy did, he got a turret entirely into his own pockets. He's going to be the main carry here. But I'm going to say it's going to be very dangerous for Kai'Sa to try to play aggressively going up against Riven. Vi out into Shockwave. There's just so little he can do.
Indeed, and when we look at Dialing's recent performances, he's definitely been going on a very constant note. And
Here we go.
Secrets, they managed to still get the Drake with a good headbutt pulverize, and that sets this Riven apart from the rest of Team Secret. Gets picked off instantly.
Gets picked off, gets knocked out, chain CC'd, and Azar might be huge, but you're not huge enough to 1v4. Trevor flashes out, Azar doesn't have his flash, means he is just stuck in no man's land, gets taken down. Let's pay attention to the lane assignments really quickly here. We do see a 1-3-1 coming from Team Secret, which is good for them, because they want to isolate the Lucian matchups, they want to isolate the Riven matchups. On the other hand though, everywhere that Dialing goes, that's basically where Flash is going. Oh, Shy.
And that's where Flash is being popped there by Shy, and he stays surviving under the turret. And even if he buys more time, Team Flash could possibly come in with the Orbital who could still turn things around.
Yeah, Ali was coming in trying to save his Baron laner out. Of course, Shy, he does have the Sterak's as well as Barrier available. He had to use both of those to get out of dodge there, together with his flash. So a lot committed. Next time they go for a gank onto him, he might not be so lucky. And look at the lane assignments right now. It seems like everyone is posturing up towards the top lane. We even see Azar with lane prio making moves to the mid lane to shove that out, translate his rotation, translate his priority from the bot lane to mid to top, and really just take over the map with his gold.
It's really about taking really good control with all these rotation, and that's where Stunner lands onto Katsuri.
Nice.
But Assault Baron connects,
Not
and
nice.
Trapper gets kicked right under the turret, and Ellie gets a little bit more room as he flashes over the wall, and that is a big whiff of the shockwave, and Team Secret could have actually landed something right there.
Team Secret, they tried, but the shockwave was the big part, and I think Joyce, he came in extremely clutch there. Trevor went for the ultimate onto Ali, but don't forget, Ali has Barrier, has Jonius, kept him safe for so very long. That's exactly what you do on this ASO, to be a nuisance, to buy time, to zone control in these team fights. And Joyce came in clutch with the kick, because Chewie, he whiffed the ultimate as well, because he is a marksman player, so we're not expecting him to hit these magnificent shockwaves. At least try to hit someone.
Yeah, definitely needs a few more tries on the ball, as we are looking at who could potentially set things up other than a typical assault battery into a shockwave.
That's really it.
Yeah, and if we look at Hamas, he's busy trying to get those taunts in, and probably if he could come in with a good hero's entrance on top of the ball afterwards, that could be a meaningful chain of connection of Team Secret when they go into some of these team fights.
Yeah, so let's break this down a little bit. If you think about Team Secret's team composition and how they want to approach team fights, a large part of that is very flank reliant. You want to look out for Azar coming in from the flanks especially. If he can get on Ali, if he can get on Dialing, that's going to be huge. Of course, Hamaz as well on the Galio. If you have flash, it's possible for him to try to be the primary engage as well, but generally he'll want to be secondary. Azar gets caught though.
Dragon's Rage already being utilized. Azar tries to find a way out, does use this flash, but will be followed up by Shy, goes in for the dunk. Azar tries to make an outplay, he gets the kill! Joy's taken down, and it's still going to be 1-for-1.
Wow, he actually did get the 1-for-1 there. That's pretty impressive. I kind of thought he was done for because he missed so many spells. Glory with the cancel.
Now they got to catch onto the Alistar, but he's a beefy boy. Not going to be able to get a chunk of that Wagyu for now. They will call it off and still get the turret.
They will indeed, and that will just be a bit of a trade there for Team Secret. The gold lead hasn't changed much. They've been sitting at this 1k gold lead for basically the whole game now, since the 4-minute or so timing. Ellie, he's starting to bring the stars in. He's starting to charge up that Spirit Bomb from downtown. And Ocean Dragon spawning means we're gonna see everyone on the map collapsing here on this mid lane.
That's right, you don't really want to have too much Dragon Balls right there. Good taunt onto Tree, but Team Flash, they all clumped up for this hero's entrance. Knock them out of the air, they buy a little bit more time. And you just look at Azar trying to go in for the chase. He gets caked all the way backwards. Ellie will be able to float right through. Chewie with the flash, he gets the double.
Chewie gets the double, and that was a huge team fight there from Team Secret. They have their eyes on the Baron. Trevor is going to make his way over. He was trying to do the Dragon, not quite in sync. But that was an amazing team fight from Team Secret. They punished the over-aggressiveness of Team Flash. They were trying to look for the wrong targets. I love the positioning from Hamas and Chewie right now. They want to make sure there's no potential for a steal. I mean, the team fight was magnificent, right? It was set up so you could get a Torment Shockwave. And if we can see a replay of that, I want to look at Azar's approach. It was so creative. He didn't run straight in. Found an angle off to the side so that he could get in uninterrupted onto the backline. 4-man knockup, 4-man stun, 4-man wind slash. Amazing gameplay, amazing team fight there from Team Secret to get them to a 4k gold lead.
And if they could emulate that one more time, Team Flash may not really have too much answer. And it was quite a pity that Team Flash also didn't have ward set up at Baron, because Joyce was free to contest that, but he opts for the Drake instead.
It was a pretty difficult situation, right? He had no backup, and he would have to be face-checking into Team Secret. We saw where Hamas and Chewie were positioning. They were aware of the potential as well, so they were on the lookout for a possible steal attempt, and they would have been in position to stop it. So very good presence of mind from Team Secret, even though it wasn't necessary in that situation.
It wasn't, but
what's
we
this?
do have Assault Battery up here. They're chasing
He's
upon
tanky.
Shy, and he's going to be able to pull them
Oh,
all the way
boy.
back. Joy slap that kick. Here comes Hero's entrance, though, as they will be able to knock those members of Team Flash up.
Look at bot,
Before
though.
they defuse it, and we'll be able to get one while the split is going on. What is this going to be resulting to Team Secret just having the greatest of push?
Yeah, and that was Ellie's Aurelion Soul Ultimate expended as well in the bottom lane of our screens to really just clear out the Baron minion wave, to not allow Azar to get this inhibitor for free. Now he's in a bit of a 1v3 situation, but no hot CC, no easy lockdown means that it's just so easy for Azar to dash and run out of that situation.
And that's where they really have to rely on Glory D for most part. And
Yep.
we're killed.
Another kill.
Wow.
I blinked actually, Contra. I'll be honest with you there. I didn't see that kill because I blinked.
It flashed before my eyes.
Yeah.
And suddenly Joyce was down. Definitely intended with that pun, but here comes the TP.
Yeah, they smell blood right now. They want to go for an end.
That's where they will be having Glory D to hop on top of the members of Team Secret. The Team Secret will still claim what is theirs with an inhib taken down.
Inhib taken down. That's going to be Team Secret just backing away. Bot lane inhibitor, a tick of health left. Mid lane inhibitor taken down completely. Team Secret, look at the tower counts right now. 7-1. It took them a bit to get going. And Team Secret, I think they're one of the slower tempo teams in the tournament. But that means that they're not going to risk throwing away their leads here. Of course, with this Vi, that's always possible. We saw a couple of iffy situations where he had to dive in to multiple people and kind of got punished. But I think with the lead that Team Secret have, they're comfortable taking about any fight right now.
That's right, just look at the goal lead that they have here. They can close up to 10k if they want to, but if we give more time to Team Flash, they can scale pretty well, and Team Flash
Yep.
might just be having a timer on their clock, because if they drag this on, this is gonna look pretty harsh on them.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Contra. Team Flash, they do have some possible scaling, right? If you talk about late game team fights, Kai'Sa is obviously going to be doing a lot. Aurelion Sol does so much DPS, a deceptive amount, really. And Shy, if he's given time to stack his bleed stacks, to stack his passive onto Hamas, onto Trevor, he can really start to 1v5 in these team fights. But I think we're asking for a bit too much here, because Team Secret's comp just executes so fast. Like this.
Wait, he went in for the crit buff and still walk away with it. Here comes the Soul
boy.
Battery. Perfect connection of Hero's entrance. And that's where Team Flash will just have to back away, leaving Shy behind with the flashes over the wall. Here comes the culling,
Nice.
bringing the health parcel on this Alistar. And that's where they find one.
That's not going to be game just yet, but that's going to be Baron. Don't forget, they have the Vi for the DPS. They have the Lucian for the DPS. They kind of want to turn, but they don't know they're on a ward right now. This could be big for Flash. Not quite.
Like golden opportunity. Oh, just swerves right through. Here comes the top though, and Trevor catches them out. Another kill for that Lucian, and Ellie might just be the next one to fall. Flash coming in from Chewie, and he goes on a rampage.
And that's exactly what happens to a Darius when you're playing against high CCT compositions and you have no way of getting in. They do so much CC, they do so much damage that you can't move, you're stuck, you can't stack, you can't heal, and you just get taken down. That's a very rough situation to die to be in. And I think that that's kind of what sets him apart from players like Tanax, from players like Noel. He's really great when he's the pivotal member of your team. When you're playing around him. Joyce, that's a bit ambitious.
Very ambitious.
Shy's not so great when you don't play around him, when you expect him to be weak side, when you expect him to really just be able to perform with little to no resources. He's a bit too aggressive, a bit too impatient, and that's what we've been seeing in the last couple of
That's right, and we see how Team Secret just tackled that problem with all those lane swaps and just trying to get this Darius not getting any sort of leads in that early game. Now he's struggling, and on top of that, you just look back at that past team fight. Team Flash, honestly, didn't really have to hop into that brush, and Team Secret just plays so well on those bottleneck corners.
Yeah, they really, really do. And I think the main thing we want to look at right now, look at Team Secret's itemization. Look at the 4 items on Chewie, the 3.5 on Tatsuri. He's close to his eye edge. The damage coming out from these people is going to be huge. And look at Shy. He's sitting on Sterex, that man's plate. He has a proto belt, so he doesn't even have like a gargoyles or like a Donyas to keep him safe. He's trying to itemize into a Triforce. And I feel like this
Pretty
is
late.
just so ambitious. Yeah, it's late for sure, and it's so ambitious. You're already getting one shot in team fights. What's a Triforce really gonna do for you?
Honestly, not gonna be resulting to too much, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And currently, Team Secret, they're already on the hunt. They will go on to hop on top of Shy, forcing a barrier out of him for the moment, as they will try to claim the red buff, calling just to shove them all the way back.
Yeah, they will take the red buff and they will get out of dodge. I think Tatsuri, Trevor, and Azar, they can treatment this very easily. I don't think that ward spotted them take the blast code, so I don't think Flash are aware just yet. But look at Ori.
Oh, they're chasing onto Chewie as well, and Team Secret
Nice.
looks to commit. And Team Flash, they're stuck in the same corner, and they will be able to connect that hero's entrance onto Glory D. Now, with a flank coming
Joyce.
right in. Trevor, though, this is where Glory D goes in for another setup, and another miss of that shockwave. Doesn't really matter all too much. The tongue connects onto Hamas, but he will walk away pretty much with his life bars intact. Dilling now going on top of Azar. Azar
so afraid.
just having the production coming from Chewie as well. Now they look to
Oh, flash away.
recommit. Once more, Pulverize on top, and Azar still managing to find Dilling.
nice.
This is huge for Team Secret, and they may be able to ace it eventually, but Ellie
Ellie.
is still
Ellie.
flying around. Now he's getting punished. Joyce, he's going to be joining from the back, and Chewie now
Oh
all
my.
alone. He might
No
be able to
way.
take down Ellie, though. He's going to be able to shockwave. He gets the kill
No way.
before he fades out.
And we're definitely gonna need to see a repeat of that team fight. So much happened. So much happened that we didn't even notice. The minion wave break the bottom lane inhibitor there. That fight started off with Team Secret looking for a turn off the Baron. They went a bit too early. I think they were a bit too ambitious, overly aggressive. Look at Hamas and Chewie. Good flash with Chewie disengaging. But right now you need to wait. You need to wait for them to funnel into you. This is not a good angle for a team fight. Chewie cannot get the shockwave off. And Ellie has such a good angle to really just zone away the DPS. And look at Joyce right here. He dives into the backline, he takes down Tatsuri, and you kind of forget about him for a while, but keep it back in mind. He'll come back later. Secret Azar, he really tries to dive onto this Alistair. That was way too greedy. He needed to just turn with his team. And look at this dialing, he's so afraid, he's so cautious. He has to use Killer Instinct to get away. And Azar, Q2, Q3, he flashes the wrong direction and he Q3's backwards. If not, he would have cleared them all. That was a bit of an unfortunate mechanical mistake. Chewie leaves Shy on 1 tick of health. And look at this, Joyce, I think, fought a TP. He went home, he TP'd back in. Ellie with the stopwatch. Jonius just killing everybody with his stars. Chewie here. This was a nice attempt from him, but Joyce, you're never gonna beat him in a 1v1. He's a Lee Sin, he has Red Smite, he's level 15. Highest on his team together with Ellie and Team Flash. They're looking like they might be able to pull a comeback off here. Elder Inferno is spawned, Contra.
And this is going to be very important for Team Flash if they can secure it. We saw that the last fight, they managed to at least halt that Baron takedown, and this position is going to look pretty dicey for the moment. Team Flash, they're not sticking all together, they're all split up.
All gonna be split up, and look at Team Secret's setup right now. I like Azar's positioning. He's looking for an angle around the back. Chewie and Tatsuri, they're waiting for someone to walk in as well. I think all this is just a ploy, right? You're just trying to distract them. There we go. Yeah, Trevor and Tatsuri start this one off. But look at the other angle. You're not expecting them to come from there, are you?
Not
no, they're
exactly the
coming.
best option out there. And just look at the Darius, he's getting
Contra.
pretty much zoned off by Chewie all alone.
Contra Shockwave has been used. Culling has been used. This could be a win.
It could be a golden opportunity for Team Flash. Now here comes Ellie, though.
Oh, this could be
TP
big.
coming available, and the knockup's coming right through. Team Secret, they focus now Ellie first. They won't be able to have too much of damage to deal
Nice
with.
kick.
Team Secret locks them all the way through. And now with only Joyce as well dealing, they might not be able to survive. To tell the tale, Trevor now just surviving for a little bit more. It's a double coming in for Tatsuri. The last member of Team Flash now taken down. Team Secret marches to the base. And this is game 1 secured. Team Secret will still be able to show what they've got. And now Flash is going to worry in this group.
Flash